points in the game.
Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Judicials offense will take the field first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Gets the back moving. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Great place to start for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Nevada comes to the line after getting the 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Nevada just needs a few inches here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on down. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Give to the big fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his feet. He's going to lose a yard on that.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense.
There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Nevada comes to the line on 1st and goal. Direct snap. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here comes the option. Look out, he's got room. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. Quick toss. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Taking it the other way. The 10. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Judicial.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown in their last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Reno. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Mackey Stadium.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Almost had the completion. Missed it.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The option look. He'll toss it. Breaks into the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Makes it past the marker. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Judicials. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Anytime the pitch man is able to score on these option-type plays, there has to be great blocking downfield by the wide receiver. That was absolutely textbook, and that's what allowed the running back to go score.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over NC State. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throwing right. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Gonna look downfield again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Goes to the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the run, it's O'Neal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Judicials will punt this one away. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Right on the money. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going to sling it on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Nevada. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They are set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense...
Oh, he's got some space. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Here we go. Ready.
Handoff to the single back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fullback's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Nevada comes to the line facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off play action on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. And he had just enough to will that one home. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. And for this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.